It's time for Let's Talk Business with Crockett and AV. This program is paid for by Crockett & Sons Enterprises and does not necessarily reflect the views of this station. Hey guys, what's on deck for today?
Happy Saturday, everybody. Let's talk business with Crockett and AV. Good to see you, my brother. You made it through the storm and, watch this, and the rain.
Come on, bro. You understand me? Yeah, next is the fire, right?
No, don't say no fire, bro.
Come on, bro. No. Yeah, definitely made it, man. Myself and praise God, each one of my properties done well. We just had to cut up a few trees. They fell, and they had to, we done did them fences.
Yeah, man. It was amazing what kind of took place and happened with the storm. Just 80 mile an hour winds, a lot of down trees, a lot of houses and buildings torn up. They said it was in the thousands as far as glasses that were broken out downtown Houston.
Oh my God!
And much shout out to CenterPoint for doing all the work. Even by where I live, man, they had a spot where all the trucks came and lined up in the morning. Mm-hmm. So we're seeing hundreds and hundreds of trucks going out trying to restore power. So glad that everybody has power back by now, and we move on. But we always Houston strong, man.
Every time and as you said with CenterPoint, man, first of all, I want to express my extreme thanks to CenterPoint because they flew people in. They brought other teams in, put them up in hotels. Mm-hmm. Man, I hit my street and I saw about 20 trucks going and stopping it. They just first they hit the line and they pull over. Some of them peel off at each light. Mm-hmm. And then they peel off at those things that turn the lights on. Yeah. Right, because the stop lights was out. Everything, we, us Houstonians, we know what we was dealing with, man, but they did an excellent job. So shout out to the city for cleaning the streets.
Right. That was a lot of work, man.
Yeah, man.
I tell you, I remember one time, and I mentioned this last year when we did a show, and we normally come in, do the show, got ready to leave. We had some technical areas with the equipment. Yeah. And we had to redo the show all over again. And I didn't know at that time when I got home, the neighborhood had been hit by a tornado.
Wow.
So the time that I would have drove home from the show, I would have been in the middle of the tornado.
Man, look at God.
I was like, at first I was frustrated. I was like, we got to rewind, do this whole thing over, not knowing God sees so far ahead of us. And prayers with all those who lost loved ones during the storm.
Absolutely.
But, we thank God that we're able to be here today, man, and move forward. Like I said, we've dealt with a lot of storms in the city. And this tells us, Mike, especially in this season now, because in the summertime, it's time to make sure you got your hurricane preparedness kit.
Come on now. Speaking of that, get you a generator.
Yes, Lord. A lot of people were talking about those.
Get you a generator. Yeah. I need 2 of them. I'm finna go and get me 2 of them. I'm going to scour the earth and find me 2 at the right price and put them on each one of the properties that need them. Yeah. So, because it's challenging. See, I'm going to tell you, again, this is my serial entrepreneur conversation. Mm-hmm. I often think about 70-year-old Crockett, right? Yeah. Now, 70-year-old Crockett, 50-year-old Crockett, I'm 49 now, y'all. I'll be 50 this year. Shout out to Six Pack September. Come on. But 50-year-old Crockett can handle what's going on. Mm-hmm. But 70-year-old Crockett need their generator to click on soon in seconds.
Seconds, yeah.
And he don't need to have to go through no motion to accomplish no goal. Yeah. You feel me? So I definitely generate here I come.
I know. I say everybody. We're like, we got to load up. I tell you, they probably like, this is our season. We getting a lot of love from H-Town. Yeah. That's everybody. We need them, man. Because we never, for some reason, I don't know whether it was just probably the cost, right? But our parents, I don't know if yours did. We dealt with the hurricanes.
Yeah, we dealt with whatever it was. Yeah, I grew up in an apartment complex. Yeah, I put me in the house, but I grew up in an apartment complex.
So we don't no generator. Yeah,
if the apartment complex didn't provide it, it wouldn't now. You know what I'm saying?
Stick your head out the window.
Come on, I'll run that extension cord for those of you all who understand what I just said. Run it as long as it can go.
Yes, somebody got some power.
Somebody got some power.
It lends to as well, Mike, making sure that on the insurance side. Yeah. That we're covered, not only home insurance, flood insurance, because we got to, whether it's coming from the sky, we got to make sure the insurance is from natural causes, or coming from, our skies or the flood water. You got to make sure you just have full insurance for health as well, because unfortunately, as we see in tragic situations like this, lives are lost.
Yes, that's a true story. So, and we provide every insurance. So we definitely can take care of your home, your flood, whatever type of insurance needs you have. Contact us, and we'll be able to take care of it. But definitely your health insurance. That's what I truly care about, because you got to be healthy in order to be able to deal with whatever you're facing.
Man.
And having that conversation, man. Yes, so many people face health issues because. In the flood, in the storm, man, cars got hit with trees,
right.
Accidents occurred, things of that sort, and that's when your health insurance kick in. So we want to make sure that we're there for you. But the insurance piece, man, is a big deal. And shout out to the insurance companies coming in quickly, the adjusters coming in and being honest and fair when it comes to people's property. Right, and making it work for them. I wanted to say this as well. Shout out to FEMA.
Yeah.
Right. FEMA stepped in a way that everybody needed it before they even asked, man. The FEMA started paying for people's food that got damaged. Right. So all that food that got damaged because the freezers wasn't freezing. Yeah. They cut right on in and start making a way for the people so they can replenish themselves, man. Yeah. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, because you never really know how much. I think people really start to discover just how much food you have in your deep freezer and your freezer when the lights go out. Because it's like, what am I going to do with all this stuff? And that's a lot of food that's lost. If you go, 2, 3, 4, some people went all the way up from Thursday to Wednesday. So all that food is
gone.
Over with.
Gone. Yeah.
Get you some canned goods too.
Come on,
tell
right?
people this. Get you a lot of canned goods.
I just want to say I'm so glad I had multiple locations to deal with. Praise God for assets, right?
Right.
Because one, we shut down on Thursday, and then my office, which has one of my offices, we got 3 throughout the city, has everything that it needs. So that big ice box and big freezer that's over there. Yeah, because I got 2 ice boxes and freezers over there. I just took all the food out the house that we stay in and put it all over there.
Okay.
Just to make sure that I can make it.
Man.
But for those of you all who couldn't make it that's on the air, I'm going to say dial 1-800-621-3362. And that's the FEMA line for reimbursement for food. And during that time, they gave you reimbursement for food, and they also gave some people reimbursement for somewhere to stay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and go there again. AV, you can read that as well.
Because I know it'd be hot.
Yes, sir.
Especially in them houses. I remember that. It's hot. 1-800-621-3362. 1-800-621-3362. Of course, you get the reimbursement for food, and of course, those who put in the claim, because a lot of people went to the hotels,
right,
to go stay or a motel or whatever. So 1-800-621-3362. Get that FEMA reimbursement.
And we ask that everybody be fair.
Please.
So the people that actually need it can get it. You understand me? We understand our community, and we love every one of you, right?
Yeah.
But we trust.
Let's say if it's out there, we'll try to get it.
Yeah, there it is. You know what I'm saying? So but that's the information, man. Definitely get in contact with FEMA, and thank you, FEMA, for stepping up and once again taking care of our city.
Yeah, let's talk business with Crockett and AV. When you see the C,
you know it's me, and when you hear the C, it's Crockett
AV. All right, man. Listen, we're at the end of the month. I think we got 31st is on Friday, so we're coming. Man, time is moving so fast. I know we say that every month, but it's moving faster and faster. But we're at the summertime, so shout out to all of our graduates. I know kids are moving in the summer.
Yes, sir.
Mike, what are some of the things, especially for parents of teenagers or even younger, how can we position our kids for growth, for success, especially in the summertime? Because summertime is usually when, like you and I talked about and came on the show earlier, when kids kind of step back.
Right.
We get into this game mode, we get into this relaxed mode. But really the summertime can be beneficial if we use it right.
Well, not only can it be beneficial, just the time I tell all teenagers, 14 and up, I ain't gonna even play. I started at 9, but I don't I apply that pressure to everybody. But 14 and up, you're trying to get your paper up, man. And this is a beautiful time in your life when you don't have any bills.
Oh man, say that again.
Come on now, you don't have any bills, and you're getting everything that you want, right? So you can take this time to go make you some money. Live off 50%. You can practice the 50% rule. Definitely blow 50%. Blow it to smithereens. You hear me? But save 50% and then talk to your parents about what can you put that 50% you saving in a place where it can grow and make money for you. It's very, very, man, I'm going to say this, boy, you made me say it. Mm-hmm. If we could get our children from the age of 14 to 18 to work on mastering putting their money to work.
Right. Yeah.
We paying for them. Mm-hmm. Any money they go make is free money. Have them live off 50% and take the other 50% and invest. Tithe 10. Mm-hmm. This is how you get you to live off 50, right? Tithe 10, save 40. Mm-hmm. Take 30 of that 40 and put it to work. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And let it make money. But that means that they'll have 4 solid years of practicing putting money to work.
Yeah.
Now, by the time they're 18, they'll have something, whatever that something is, mm-hmm. but more than anything, they will have the fundamentals of putting money to work as a habit of life.
Right. And that's what it is, like you're saying, creating that habit of life and learning how to allow money. I like how the Bible describes it as a defense, learning how to build your defense up.
Come on,
you can do that through your investments, like you said, finding a saving account that yields.
Right. Money market versus checking account.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's put this money to work.
Man, and there's so many ways to do it. If you had a conversation with me about a kid in the summertime, mm-hmm. man, capitalize on every type of opportunity you have to go get you some money, right? And then put some money to work. Why those two things? First, because you learn the difference between earned income and passive income.
Yeah.
See, earned income is when you go to work. That's
mm-hmm.
the taxable income, mm-hmm. right? Passive income is taxed less, mm-hmm. right? And as long as the money is working, right, and you getting a dividend, it's not taxed. So then we'll get into having that conversation, right? So imagine exercising those principles mm-hmm. at 14 years old, right? Mastering them by 18 and starting your life while you in college. Your money is working for you,
right?
Because you had an opportunity for 4 years to put 50% of your income to work for you, 40% of your income.
And it's fuel because that's going to motivate you as you continue to go forward into the college years, or mm-hmm. Whether you're becoming an entrepreneur, starting your own business and more. But it's showing you something that we didn't necessarily have conversation, because summertime for a lot of us was just taking it easy. I mean, we just enjoying the summer, but at the same time, you're enjoying the summer. As soon as you get money going through your hands real fast because you're buying all of this material stuff and not really having an understanding of, I need to let this passive income work for me. I need to let this money work for me. And I think if we can get our kids in that mindset and get them focused on that in the summertime, then I think it fuels creative ideas out of them.
Come on now. Man, so when you buy a video game, right, you go to GameStop, mm-hmm. right? So every time you buy a video game, buy a share of GameStop.
Yeah.
Well, how do I buy a share?
Turn it. Yeah.
Go open you up an E-Trade account. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to tell you, I just heard about this and I'm going to investigate it. Remember, heard about it, I went and did it yet, y'all. But Charles Schwab has now made they have a product similar to E-Trade when it comes to actually buying stock itself.
Okay.
They have the money market accounts for the young people, right? And it's access to stock purchases, right? Mm-hmm. So you can have a money market account. Let me say this, a money market account is similar to a checking account mm-hmm. with a higher yield, but now you're it's set up for investing. Mm-hmm. So now you set up to go ahead and purchase stocks and bonds and other things like that. But I want to have real simple conversation with you, man. Purchase you a stock and purchase the stocks that you support. Right?
Because you're going to be surprised when you look at the list.
Come on now.
I mean, just think about all of the businesses, like you said. Just for the kids in the summertime with EA Sports. With,
come on now.
What's the game consoles? Xbox.
Yeah, come on now. The PS5.
PS5.
Buy you some PlayStation.
You know what I'm saying? Think about this. All these companies, and even we look at these clothing lines.
All these Polo.
Louis we look at it, and like you saying, all right, you spending all this money on this game, which by next year, because they change these games every year.
You're gonna re-up. And then not just that, I'm talking about the actual game.
Right.
Buying the game, you're buying the new system every year.
Every year.
Every year they change something. And if you wearing Nike, purchase some Nike stock.
Right.
You wearing Adidas, purchase some Adidas stock. Become an owner. And that's what it does for you. As a young person, it teaches you how to own a percentage of the company. Because a share of the company is an actual share of the company. Yeah. You'll see that your meal changes. Because you got shares of the company, your parents going to hand you some meal. This your meal. Now you're welcome to, if you buy some Walmart, now they sending you an invitation to the shareholders meeting.
Yes, sir.
Right? So you'll have a voice in the company as a shareholder. Yeah. All of this can happen to you at 14.
Yep.
So you asked me, Doc, this is what I'm talking about doing with this on.
Because that's what I'm talking about. That's where we open up the mindset to something totally different. Kids shouldn't be repeating what we went to.
Right. And and the beautiful thing about it is we don't have to not know this.
No.
This information is available to us.
It's available.
People don't. You can buy some on Facebook. You can buy some on Instagram.
Yeah. All this stuff that kids are using.
Yeah, buy what you're using. I ain't tripping. I buy toilet paper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of those fundamental needs are traded on the market. And it's time to learn how to put your money to work. I say I tell all the parents, put you up $100 a month per child, right? And if you really gonna let it sit there, buy them a stock per month.
Right.
Yeah, let's take care of the next generation.
My aunt, God rest her soul, she's a big member of Willow Avenue for the longest. My aunt and her husband, his dad bought Exxon stock.
Come on, bro.
Way back.
Ooh.
Like, I'm talking about way back, right? And so passed it on to my aunt's husband. They kept it. When they died, they passed this stock on. This stock has been since the 20s, 30s.
Come on, bro.
What year is this?
Wow, 24 of another century.
What you said, buy that stock and let it do what?
Sit there and get you some money.
So can you imagine something 80 years later? Because we're talking about, you always talk about the 100-year plan.
Come on,
right?
That's my thing.
So we're talking about something that has lived almost 90 years.
Generational.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's a beautiful thing. So this is what we're saying today.
Yeah. How you can create and start the 100-year plan in your bloodline just by simply buying a stock. And I would buy one a month until some of the young people gonna get it and really do it.
Right.
Some of them just gonna get it and hold it.
Yeah.
But either way, this is a way for you to contribute to your bloodline for the rest of its existence.
Man.
Yeah, so that's what I would do with this song. That's what Lil Crockett doing.
Yeah, he said we're gonna put you to work. We're gonna put you to work.
Yeah.
Now, and it's not to rob your kid of the fun of something.
That's why they get to blow the other 50%.
Yeah, let them enjoy it, because like I said, when they become an adult, it's different.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah, and they'll have something that they did.
Yep.
It's real cool to have something given to them, but we don't want to have our kids grow up and not know how to go get it on their own. So how can I teach my child how to get it on his own or her own, without interrupting their lifestyle? Well, you look at wealthy people, and how their kids really be chilling and living, but their kids living off dividends.
Right.
And the dividends come from the money that's been put to work.
Yep.
Now those children know how to manage that money that's been put to work and oversee those things, right? Even if they have account executives of the trust, they still understand the fundamentals of it.
Yeah.
So how do we initiate that? Because me, man, I always talk about this. Of course, my 100-year plan is a real thing for everybody. I think you should be on yours, your 100-year contribution to your bloodline. But we the first generation that can actually have a piece of paper, right? Some real money.
Right.
Then you have to look at it like this here. The internet companies, right? So everybody can get a company on the internet. Nobody can tell the nationality of the owner.
No.
Right? So the internet eliminated, I ain't gonna say eliminated, but reduced the impact of racism with purchasing. Right? So now we're in a different type of economy. So our kids got access to wealth, access to information, and now with us, they have a resource that can be a support system to fund their ideas.
Right.
Right? And we can teach them how to use their money to fund their own ideas, because we covering the tab now till they get 18.
Yeah.
Right? So why not start initiating those type of conversations over the summer? Yeah. And engaging with your young people in their way.
Yeah. It's Let's Talk Business with Crockett and AV. And speaking of, then Mike, here's this next thing, because then our kids, if we got this money invested, this money is working for us, we're seeing it, the fruits of it, the dividends of it, then you can have life insurance. You can have health insurance.
Woo!
Because you got money to give.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey, the life insurance thing, Doc, once you really get an understanding of the life insurance, you can become your own bank.
Yeah.
You can teach your child how to move in a direction where they only borrow from themselves.
Yeah.
See, so say your kid do this whole, and I'm gonna show you wow, I love him. He asked the real questions, don't he? So say your kid do this investing. So let's say they from 14 to 18 they make $100,000 sitting there, right, living on 50% and doing the investing. Well, there's a bank that they can walk into at 18 years old and get, watch this now, a line of credit against their own stock up to 90% of the value. Yeah. Because they got $100,000 in assets.
Yeah. At 18.
At 18. So now you get...
Without being a football player.
Without being... Come on, where we come from, just being a player. You understand? In the game called life, playing to win, they didn't hit for $90K making wise decisions. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Without being none of that stuff that everybody say they got to be. Yeah. Because their parents sat them down and said, take 50% of your income and invest it and try this until you figure it out. So now they sitting on 100, they go to the bank front them 90 for them to go to work and chase their ideas with. And watch this. The stock is still theirs and still making money. They don't have to sell that stock to get that 90. But that's the conversation that's not had in our communities. Yeah. But imagine your child by the age of 18 being empowered to that level. Yeah.
That's a whole nother level of confidence he walking around with.
Come on, man, and that's what we teach them. Now now you can go try and be in the NBA. You got a few dollars.
Yeah, you got a few dollars.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the next thing I saw this article too as well. You can talk to this because this is power. Let's Talk Business with Crockett and AV. Real estate. Americans see real estate as the biggest commodity that one could have. I remember Mr. Johnson would always tell us the old saying, he who has the land is the man.
Come on, bro. That's I'm gonna take that one with me. Yeah. He who has the land is the man.
That's the man.
Let's go get some more.
Yeah, because of real estate.
Yeah, for sure.
The importance of, and talk to that because you understand it, the importance of real estate. Because it's the next thing that we could teach our kids to buy some land, man. Because you come from an apartment complex.
That's a fact of life.
Buy some land.
So people wonder why. First of all, I got to answer a question. People ask me, Croc, why you got so many cars? That's because I was a kid that was walking in high school. I had to hustle for one, right? So I ain't gonna never have to walk again. You understand me?
Got options.
Why you like all them nice cars? Yeah. Or something like Steve Harvey. At one point I had to live out my car, so it's gonna be a luxury place, right? Yes, if I have to do it again. Then people talk about why, like you said, moving from the apartment complexes to the houses, right? It's very important that we own something.
Right.
Now I'm gonna make you laugh. Right now I'm building an apartment complex that I will own, and that's my contribution to my 100-year plan.
I love it.
At the same time, I'm teaching Lil Crockett. Every year we purchase a house. No matter what, we find a deal. It's because it's deal country. That's what we do, and we purchase a home every year. So why is that? If you purchase a house every year, by the time you're ready to retire, you sitting on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're sitting on that many houses. So if you start at 18, because this is the truth. If you work the stock play properly, and while you're doing that, you begin to understand real estate, you can do some investments.
Right.
And before you know it, you got houses at 18 because you got your own down payment, right? You got your own income because of your dividend lifestyle, right? And your parents got your back, pray to God, right? And in that situation, if you get into real estate and get an understanding of real estate, you can know how to purchase, right? And I'm trying to not get detailed in everything, but all of these things are capable, right? You can do it. This is accomplishable easy. This ain't hard information when you have a support system.
Yeah, right? I remember one of my ex-girlfriend's dad. Man, I used to wonder why. I said, man, it don't seem like in my ignorance back in the day. Yeah. It don't seem like Mr. Johnson go to work. Right. Don't seem like Miss Johnson got a job with that.
Right.
It just seemed like I see Miss Johnson at the golf course.
Yeah, kicking it.
Yeah, kicking it. Unbeknownst to us, Miss Johnson got a bunch of houses.
You hear what you say?
He got an apartment complex.
Yeah.
That it's really to pass on.
Period.
He's seeing his grandkids, great grandkids. That's what it's for.
Come on now.
But not understanding, Mike, like you said, how to leverage, how to sow, how to buy houses, how to have basically a community. You got a community.
That's
and it's working for you. So you ain't out here stressed. Because he looking refreshed
every day
and young.
Man, I don't let nothing. Yeah. I don't perspire behind no situation. God done gave me a tremendous amount of peace. You hear me? And then y'all know, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm gonna talk to y'all like humans, right? Like, cause we all humans being, right? Man, peace is for sale.
Man, yeah.
I promise you, if you think it's a game, if you can't cover your end, you stressed out.
Yeah.
But if you can cover your end, you don't got no stress. Period. Yeah. So now you need to look at your situation that way and start dealing with it from their perspective. So what I try to do, here it's just a couple of hooks in the game. When the money get good and the deals get great, invest.
Yep.
See, harvest time ain't playtime.
No, man, because you ate up your seed.
There it is.
Your fruit. Let me say that. You been ate your fruit up. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
And the fruit, well, no, that's the seed.
Well, the seed. Yeah.
You said it perfectly. You've been ate up your seed.
Yeah.
So you gotta, these fundamental percentages that I'm talking about, if you teach this to your kid, so from 14 to 18 for boys, right? That's when they decide the type of man they're gonna be. They decide the type of habits they're gonna have, and they're gonna carry them with for the rest of their life. Ask any man, they're gonna tell you that. Right now, I'm in the middle of that called Lil Crock 14. So all of the best habits that I could teach him is what I'm living in front of him and discussing with him. Yeah, come on now, y'all see me trying to become 6'2". That mean, you know that mean from 6'2" and chubby, right? Y'all see this here physique. That mean that I wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
But now he's 14, he got to see me doing it.
Got to see it, yeah.
I can't just tell him to do it. Yeah. I got to do it in front of him, so I got to engage. That's what this is all about, right? At the same time, these healthy financial habits, right? And I know y'all need to hear me. I understand. All of us ain't got the healthiest financial habits.
No, man.
But it's time for us to start practicing healthy financial habits until they get those healthy financial habits. So if you practice with your kids, now they might get better than you at what y'all practicing because they practicing when you ain't watching.
Yeah.
And their money ain't at risk like yours is.
Yeah.
If Lil Crock 100% is Lil Crock 100%, it ain't got to pay nail bills and ain't got no responsibility.
Yeah.
So he can succeed and fail and succeed and fail.
Because we know it's a great time to do it right now. Man, time flies when you're having fun. Let's Talk Business with Crockett and AV. Go to the YouTube page.
CNS Cares TV, baby. You can see us right there called CNS Cares.
All right. When you see the C,
you know it's me. And when you hear the C, it's Crockett
AV. Every Saturday, 10:30 a.m., we got great conversations like this to carry your life to the next level. That's what it's all about. Be blessed.
Thanks for listening to Let's Talk Business with Crockett and AV. This program is paid for by Crockett & Sons Enterprises and does not necessarily reflect the views of this station. For those needing business, healthcare insurance, tax, or other essential family needs, call the Crockett & Sons Enterprises corporate office, 281-576-9119.